Welcome back. Last time we started up this mod pack, I got jump scared at the end because the Cataclysm mod adds scary dudes who jump you while you're in your boat. We've done a little bit of exploring, gathering of some rudimentary items, but we haven't found a place to settle down yet. It's not that we haven't found any good place, it's that every place that I find is cut off and is essentially just an island, which is unfortunate. I discussed my search for mods and a bit of what the mods I am using are. But welcome, welcome. What I have diamonds and okay, there's something I want to craft. Also, we got sick music. Instantly use two of my first diamonds on this. Start charging these up. This will be a long-term project that we get started now. You'll understand when you're older. Well, yeah, I guess it's technically true. You'll understand what I'm doing with this later. It's one of my favorite mods, so I will be progressing it quite early. And I also can't see the Mahoy meter because that's where the jump boost goes. Wonderful. As I mentioned last time, I have no particular goal. And sorry it took me so long to actually get this out. I am avoiding that. I do have something that makes the Elder Guardians more difficult, and I have a different mod that makes those structures more interesting. Which is probably evident based off its fucking grandiose size. Oh, I said the F word in the first few minutes. I'm not being monetized anyways. Oh my lord, that structure is immaculate. Let's take a nice screenshot of the coordinates. It's not UHC, we're just having fun. Sorry it took so long to get this up. I was playing the Warframe for a bit because it was easier to just record. It's not like I'm done with my research project, pretty early into the semester, but I needed to get progress done on it. And so I did. I learned about a lot of geometers, which is the people who study geometry. And I'm not going to get into depth on what I'm writing about, just know it's for a geometry class I'm doing this research project. So it needs to be related to geometry, so geometers are part of the focus. But I want Mushroom Island? I want to discuss something with you, people. Something I truly believe. Origin Valley. Oh, so this is going to be like a mushroom land, and that's going to be the far lands right there. I thought so when I saw the color on the mini-map. Mushroom fields, and this is going to be the far lands when we step into it, right? Or maybe it's not, and I'm completely lost my mind. Origin Valley. No, it's just called Origin Valley. It's very bright, but I don't necessarily disagree. So, I'm going to interrupt my own story here. The reason I'm calling this the Farlands is because, for those of you who don't know old Minecraft, there used to be a myth, I guess. I don't know the full story either, actually. That if you traveled outside of Minecraft's general world rendering, you would reach this biome that just exists for the rest of it, called the Farlands, and it looked like this. And the reason that rumor exists is because apparently that's how the game was first. It all looked like this. That's why it's called Origin Valley here, because this was how the game originally looked. Bright ass grass, these very nostalgic trees, let's call them. Now, mushroom biomes, if this functions like the Mushroom Island does, hostile mobs don't actually spawn on Mushroom Islands, or at least they didn't for a while. Don't know if that's still true, but for quite some time they didn't. And something else about mushrooms is that you can walk up to them. I haven't seen any mushrooms. It's not really like a mushroom island at all. It's just a mushroom field. But you can right click on them with a, just like you can right click on a cow to get milk, you can right click on a mushroom with a bowl to get mushroom stew. Just something to think about. Anyways, like I was discussing earlier, sorry, I'm going to take a nice swig of water. I've been talking for a little bit. So, as I was saying earlier, there's something important that I want to discuss. And it's on thinking and coming up with ideas. So, you all probably in your life have come up with an idea before. I'm not going to say definitively, because I can't speak for everybody. So, for those of you who haven't, generally what happens is that out of nowhere, or sometimes, well, there's two cases here. Sometimes out of nowhere, just some string of words or pictures or something will just appear in your head like a sensation. And that's thinking. And sometimes, in case two, we string a bunch of those things together and we produce a bigger thought. And so the Mahoy actually sometimes clips. They're on the same layer, so they keep clipping through each other depending on certain random variable. Anyways, and sometimes you think of an idea, but you don't want to talk about your idea because you're afraid you'll look stupid if you say something stupid. And this isn't an uncommon phenomenon, it happens to everybody. But through my research, I'm going to tell you about a man, a very famous man. Name is Carl Gauss. And he's a famous mathematician. Extremely famous mathematician. Oh, my knowledge of death increased. Thanks for putting it in the center of the screen so I can't see anything else. But he is considered one of the three, some scholars call him one of the three greatest minds in mathematics. The three being Archimedes, then Isaac Newton, and then Gauss. Now, this man was a child genius. At 7, he did stuff that is taught to college students, and he did it on his own. Oh. Did this chip just generate, you guys? Or did you come from somewhere? And the reason I bring this up is because, as I've said, he is considered one of the best mathematicians of all time. He's a child genius. Right? I want you to understand this right now. He was a certified or certifiable genius. During the time of mathematics, I don't know when, where, why, all the details, it reached a point where there was a stigma about trying to disprove or prove geometry without using Euclid's fifth postulate. You don't need to know what that means. Just know that is something that happened. So people were counterspell. That seems like an important scroll to have. So here we have I'm not going to take that. Onion crates. No, I can't. A bundle. Wait, this might be able to carry like 2 items. No, carries nothing. What did I just put? Oh, my bones. So here we have Gauss, a very well-respected mathematician. And he had a belief about something, child genius. He had a belief about proving this non-Euclidean geometry. Proving that geometry can exist without the existence of the fourth postulate. And as said, there was a stigma around this. So out of fear, he did not prove this postulate. He instead chose to completely ignore all of his thoughts on the matter and do nothing. A few years later, a Russian mathematician by the name of Nikolai, I think Lobachevsky, Levachevsky or something to that effect. He would become the first person to be published for this proof. And he challenged the way that proofs were being done, and he developed this very you guys are free now. He developed this new type of geometry. And he did it pretty much on his own. Now, there's some speculation out there that Gauss actually helped him, but the likelihood of that is extremely low because Gauss didn't even help like one of his friends, and it caused a huge rift. Anyways, Gauss was the only person to support Nikolai after this. And it's just sort of like the worst possible thing that we can have people considered the smartest people in history are scared to give their opinions on the subject matter they know best because people may decide that, I don't even know what the entire stigma was about. But there was a stigma about it. So people were being just told to essentially fuck off, don't prove this. Which to me seems entirely fucked up and wrong. you should be encouraged, if you're that good at something, to progress it. Oh, I now have flight for 5 minutes because I ate a lollipop. You know how it goes. Well, my people need me. Ah, there is a chest up here. 4 diamonds. Thomas the Questionable has awoken! I wonder if this book and quill actually says anything in it. What the fuck? With every new discovery you make and with every biome you explore, you become older and wiser. The overworld no longer feels overwhelming to you. Okay. I'm so spooked by that spirit guy. Yeah, let's level up my knowledge of death. So apparently by default, the bonus of getting the enchanted key is 50%. I can 1 point. I now need 3 knowledge of death to upgrade again. Alright, Halloween. Bonus during... Oh, that's a Halloween effect. That spooked me. What else do we got? Potion duration is improved. Oh, so this is because it's... because I'm playing during October, I have a bonus effect. I left my boat behind. What the hell are you? That is not okay. That's my bad. Oh my god, these potion effects last a while. It's a good thing I can fly and have a crossbow. I think it gave me so many status effects. It is so fast. It just made does that guy have like a really big sword? How was I low enough for you to hit? You monster! That's it. That spell was super cool. But I can't do it again. Aha. Oh, you have a big hitbox, so I can hit you. Ah, Joro something. I know of them. Zombies are a little bit armored. Do they all come like that? I know I'm playing on hard mode, but like, come on. Mary the Manly has awoken nearby. Got anything interesting, Scarlet? Nope. Well, let's grab my boat so that way I can boat when this flight wears off. Is there a backpack that I can easily craft? Standard traveler's backpack. Leather backpack tanks. Jesus. Backpack tank glass and the uncrafting table. Alright, another thing that all mod packs do, which pisses me off. The uncrafting table exists, but you can never use it. The natural balance of the uncrafting table is you put something in and it costs a certain amount it costs 1 level per item in it. So like a diamond chest plate, you can get 8 diamonds for it. But each diamond costs 1 level to pull out. I don't actually know which way I'm supposed to be going. I need to check the map, but if I try to check the map while in the water, I'm going to get jumped. No, who needs a stone pickaxe? Shoot, well, who needs any of those tools? Who needs tools for mining? What is this block? Viridium from Create. Neat. Hopefully that's not important. My flight wears out in a few seconds, but I have immunity to fall. Mushroom! And there goes my flight. Hello there. It is nice to meet you. I love those guys. $300 blocks that way. Oh, if you say so. I still can't believe that lollipop gave me the ability to fly. A little wild, if you ask me. Man, I'm sure. Oh, yeah, I was talking about the importance of thought. So, first off, rule 1, don't ever decide that somebody is just like, if they do something, don't ever hold it against them if it's like not a bad thing. Like doing math. Like, what? Don't hold doing math against. Like, I don't understand. If they want to press their talents, why can't they? I don't. Wow, there's just golden apples in here, huh? There's just some of those in all these chests. Yeah, there's just golden apples. Somebody designed this loot table. But just don't stigmatize people for any. There's no like good reason, you know. Second off, another point I'm trying to make with this is don't be afraid to just make a mistake. And I get like it's like I don't want everybody to have stigma against me. Yeah, I'm not telling you to just go, hey, just do it anyways, because I'm not going to tell you. Yeah, you know what? I know people will hate you, but just do it, because like who wants to be hated? I don't want to be hated, that's for sure. Man, those chests are in jail, and I threw out my pickaxe. Alrighty then. Oh, hey, a pickaxe. Thanks. 4 golden apples, that's like nothing. It's apparently a lengthy pickaxe. Ah, some globes. Why is this stuff behind bar? Is this supposed to be like a safe? Oh, this is definitely supposed to be like a safe, huh? Rotten spell book. 3 spell slots. I mean, let's try it. How long has this been here? Alright, I'm going to have to look up the controls for this mod. Spell book. Open spell wheel is R. Alright, I think that might be objecting with some other mod. Open building tool GUI. We don't need that. Beam reactor. Dismount the immersive aircraft. Open the spell wheel. Tells of a show recipe. Alright. Now let's go back to the spell book. Open book is C. Alright. Let's see what else is applied to the C key. Nope, I just want C. Save hot bar activator. I don't care about that. Open spellbook. This is for Ars Nouveau, though. What about for Iron's spells? Category, Iron. I close it immediately. Category, Irons, spells and spellbooks. I can't see past. It's just R and left shift to do stuff. It opens something for a moment, but it's not. Can I craft it with this to do something? No. Maybe there's something in here that I can do with a rotten spellbook. Oh, I can turn it into a druidic tome. This is bothering me because I feel like if I could get this thing open, I could do something with it. Gives the position of the globe. That's cute. Name tags. Enjoyable, not required. All these bones. Not really required. Autosmelt and soulbound, probably both common enough. Take the arrows. Take the gold. Take the rotten spellbook. Maybe I'm just doing something wrong. Where I put all the golden apples in here. Yeah, there we go. Never know when you could use a little bit of golden apple. And also note, I mean, this chest is just a treasure chest, but close that. Is there stuff on the other? Yes, there is. I really wish I knew how this spell worked. Wait. Oh, Iron's Guide. Early game. Scrolls will be your first taste of magic. They consume. You better to save them until you can inscribe them into a spell book where they can be used for an inscription table. Aha. A flimsy journal. But who would use a flimsy journal when you could use a rotten... Alright. This is a good thing we kept our one of once iron guide. You guys got a crafting table on it? I mean, you got books. I'm going to steal one of these. Hopefully this doesn't just lead to the outside. Thank you for not just leading to the outside. And keep a crafting table on me. Hey, you don't mind if I just like borrow one of these, right? Hopefully that's not to the outside. Nope. There was just a child. I had other wood on me. I really did not need to just scavenge that from. I'm definitely missing an ingredient. I just realized because I don't remember what the two legs were made of. Hopefully just sticks, but I doubt it. It's a card inscriber. That's not what I'm looking for. That's a regular inscriber. That's a caster tome. Inscription table. Fences. Yeah, I don't got any of those on me. So we got to make fences. And I'll just throw this on the ground too, and that while we're at it. Oh, but now things are going to start to recycle in. Well, this isn't going to get annoying. This goes there, this goes there. This goes like that. Throw that on the ground. Use a book. Boom, inscribing table. Quaint scribe. And we'll put that over here next to the two globes. Alright, now let's go pick up whatever I dropped of importance. Like the rotting book. There's a lot of villagers making noise. It's kind of funny to me. I would like to get invisibility. I would like to get counterspell. I would like to get blood step. Now if I hold R, now I can do this. Blood step. Okay, this reminds me of this triggers story time. So, I was shit, I cut myself off. So, I once DM'd a little fantasy adventure, right, as people do. And part of this fantasy adventure included... Get out of my bed. I did not mean to strike you, but you shouldn't be sleeping in another man's sleeping bag. Not without his consent. But I was DMing this little thing, and there was these fantasy extra powers. I didn't develop the campaign's theming. I was co-DMing it, but one of the players had a blood-based power. Essentially, they could bend their own blood. Not too complicated. And so they asked me, in the midst of a panicked frenzy of being chased by somebody who could cut through stone walls, they would like to use blood teleport. To which I said, what exactly does that mean? To which he quickly responded, I want to teleport all the blood in my body somewhere else. Oh. Stop that. A bomb! Where are you, little goon? Take that. I feel like the fuse wore off. Didn't work underwater. That's unfortunate. And so having a move, blood step, that teleports me a short distance, I'm going to be referring to this as blood teleport. EXP boost 3? That seems sick. It goes into a glove slot. Ooh, it is different than the hand slot, despite using the symbol for gloves. Plus 0.25. They both do the same thing, except I could probably get the in shit from this. I'm absolutely using the one with EXP boost on it. So I will be calling this move Blood Teleport. Please don't be confused as I refer to it as Blood Teleport. What's my current helmet? A leather one. Well, iron tends to be better. Whoops. Let's not sink down to the depths where I can die to the mobs that exist down there. I'm just going to continue to steal. Oh, a bunch of cookies. I'm not going to take that from them. Oh, that sword might have special effects. It is apparently socketed 1. Oh, that just means it has 1 socket. Has pretty good reach, I think. I don't care that much about it, though. I hardly ever use my melee weapon. There are things that make noises off the sides of this ship, and it is off-putting to me. Loot capacitor. Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking that was. May as well hop into my boat. I don't remember which way I came from, so I don't know which way to go. I don't know which way I came from. Cotton-Eyed Joe. Oh, so a while back I heard a remix. If you're on the internet too, you might have heard it as well. Somebody made a remix of Cotton-Eyed Joe mixed with Lightning Lance. I wish I had this before I inscribed everything into my book. My terrible, rotten book. Ah, more bombs! Somebody made a remix of Cotton-Eye Joe mixed with the Sephiroth theme One-Winged Angel. And I hate to say it. It kind of worked, and I didn't hate it. And I wish I hated it because it doesn't. They were not similar songs. It's not like it's like, oh wow, these actually are like really complementary. No. They were nothing related, but I liked how the beats mixed for some reason. And I think it's despicable that I enjoyed it. That has nothing to do with the person who made it. I'm glad they made it because it was funny. It was despicable, but it was funny. So here, I need to look at my journey map, which should be bound to M. Yep. So I'm actually going back the way I came now if I keep going this way. As you can see, a bunch of islands. Like this first thing, I probably should have just gone up or down, but I didn't really think about it. This island was pretty decent. It's kind of cool, but it's just like your general jungle island. Here, let's go back to the Farlands and we'll follow it down for a bit and see if it becomes something else. I did not check which way. No, yes, I did. It's south, east. I'm enjoying the little ambiance of this mod pack so far. We haven't done anything yet, obviously, but if you watch the UHC, you know it takes me a while to do anything, except for kill the warden. Easy stuff. I did that one-handed, blindfolded. Oh yeah, now here's the music for my tale. There I was, scounging through the dark, when I came across a being that plunged itself from beneath. It had no eyes and made this terrible clicking noise, but I could tell it was searching for me. And as I wandered there in the dark, fighting this creature with behemoth strength, with the ability to shout so loud it shattered the stone in front of it, and I knew my heart could not take more than one blow, I stood there with the idols that had been only given to me by the sacrifice of the many. And I knew I could not let this chance go to waste, and I took my blade, and I ran it through, but it's just too resilient. So I backed up and used my magical bow, Eldritch Blast, and devastated it from a distance, narrowly avoiding its blasts. And its brethren were just around the corner, and I ducked deftly, woe and there, avoiding every single blow it dared to make against me. For I was not going to be a victim of its circumstances and its brethren, as I rummaged through its ancient city for all that I could salvage to make use of it in the new world. But then again, its brethren were not so easily tempted or defeated. I tried many tricks to deceive them, but they were not bereft of intelligence. And that was my bardic tale of how I defeated the warden. It was a very accurate story if you watch it. Where am I? I'm off to the side of the island. I need to just bank left so I can get away from these things. They kind of creep me out, which is a good thing, but like, I don't want to be near them. But yeah, that's just. I mean, the music kicked in. What was I supposed to do? Not tell an epic story at the same time? It kicked in as I started telling the story, too. It knew that I needed to stop talking. That's why the music shut up, but it was. That guy's wiggling. Got a big mouth. Anyways, yeah, I'm having fun so far. Uh, I did everything very slowly in that series, and I mean, I beat the warden right after I beat the wither. The warden isn't meant to be fought, which was, I mean, I told my friend after when he asked me because he wasn't watching the series. I don't demand my friends watch my episodes. You might think, oh, they should. It supports you. Listen, I'm doing this as a hobby. Also, these trees keep spawning underwater. There's definitely some sort of biome ID thing going on. But I'm going to hope that's not an issue. Or maybe they're supposed to do that. Underwater grove or something. I don't know. But I don't demand my friends get me like what? A dozen views, let's say. I get a dozen friends to watch my videos. I get an extra dozen views. To what end? A dozen views isn't that much. I mean, yeah, I don't get that many views right now. My occasional video gets like over 100. A dozen views doesn't break the ice. Doesn't even come close. I'm going right towards the temple. I didn't see the temple yet. I saw a guardian. That's how I knew. But I'm not trying to become YouTube extraordinaire de Rusher. If I end up coursing like and just I suddenly get that not opportunity, but like well, I guess opportunity. If all of a sudden my channel starts blowing up over the next like if I continue to record consistently and people really like my content and I get to the point where I make enough money where it would just be better than an occupation that I have to actually work for a living, then yeah, maybe. But that's like such a low percentage chance of happening. And even that percentage chance requires like an entire investment. Like it's anyways, what I'm saying is it's not the goal at the moment. If it happened, I mean I would take it, but it's not the goal of YouTube for me. I want to do a little bit of entertainment. If I can help like 5 people out with their day, that's amazing, you know? If I'm a little bit of entertainment in the background, wonderful. How'd you park your ship up there, pal? But that's just sort of like the long and short of it is I'm not looking to I mean, again, if it happens, cool, but I'm not I didn't start recording going, I want to make YouTube videos for a living. If the easiest job in the world fell at my feet, I would take it, but I'm not actively. I feel like 16 Ender Pearls is enough. I'm not actively looking to become the best YouTuber in the world. It's why I'm fine settling for not as good. Okay, I was going to ignore the gloves saying they couldn't possibly be better than mine, but then I decided to look. And they somehow were just better than mine, like a straight upgrade. Unbreaking 3, XP boost 3, I didn't think it could get much better than that. How about Unbreaking 4? Also soulbound. Ooh, whoops. I can right click to change those. But I'm not trying to become like a YouTuber. If I was super like, if I was trying to make this my career all of a sudden, then I would be a little more like, yeah, I need my friends to watch my videos to get my views as fast as possible so I can really start this train going. But since that's not the objective, I'm just trying to entertain people. If my friends don't want to hear my voice in the background, guess what? They shouldn't watch my videos. It's as simple as that. I don't want people who aren't entertained by my videos watching my videos. And that's just the long and short of it. Like, nothing more to be said. So I don't force my friend to watch my videos. He asked me, how was the war? And I explained, like, it wasn't meant to be fought. But, you know, you're meant to sneak around him. Uh, he was like, so did I kill him? I went, yeah, it's a children's game. I just used a bow. And now, that's technically... Sorry, I need another swig of water. Now, technically, that's pretty much a direct insult against one of our friends. A mage light. Neat. Ooh, there's a lot of them around this island. Very neat. This island has like no land to build upon. So as cool as it is, there's nothing to do here. Unless I can break it and take it with me. Nope, punching it just deleted it. Oh, those must be water buffalo. He said, looking at the boars in the water. But it technically was a direct insult against one of our friends because one of our friends, he's actually good at like video games, but in a lot of games, he likes just taking the bow, like especially in like RPGs. Can I stop bouncing? In a lot of RPGs, he'll pick the bow character. He'll pick the ranger. When he plays D&D, he picks the rogue with a bow, or he'll pick the ranger with a bow. So it was indirectly an insult against him, which my friend pointed out immediately was very funny. But the reason I say that is because it's a children's game. I just used the ranged weapon and played out of the aggro range of the enemy. And I mean, is it cheesy? Kinda, yeah. But I'm not supposed to fight him anyways, so I might as well kill him from way over there. I used the. It's not like I cheated. I just used the resources in the game. So you know, that's just how that was. Uh, oh God, not another mushroom island. Have I just reached the end of the world? Everything is now mushroom islands. Well, let's. Well, the last one was a mushroom field, technically. Maybe this one is different. Nah, it's a mushroom field. Hey there, everybody. Oh, is that a new type of arc tree? There used to be blue, red. Yeah, new type. What's this one? Flashing. Oh, are there new types of arcwood? I love the arcwood logs. Yeah, this one's like the newest. Oh, this comes from Ars Elemental. That's why. I don't know how rare this is, but it is on my map now if it actually is that rare. Every biome is mushroom field. Please send help. I don't want to eat mushrooms all day. Actually, I kind of do. That was a lie. I'm sorry. Mushrooms are amazing. They're extremely great texture. I love them. So I could absolutely eat mushrooms all day. That being said, I'm not living on a tiny island. So we continue just to row across the water to find land. I'm not going to end the recording on that note. Though it has been like 50 minutes. I want to find the next bit of land. Oh, that angler was definitely aggro to me. I do think that mob is neat. Very interesting. Oh, we have like a full... Oh, there we go. So the reason I'm doing that is every time I spend 100 mana or maho, I generate 1 maximum maho. So you might be thinking, that seems like a terrible rate, seeing as I started with 100 and I'm at 104. Yeah, but this gem right here, it stores the maho. So I can use this for spellcasting. So when I start using maho, I can use what's in this gem. And it takes a while to get this. Now there's ways to speed it up that I will be utilizing later. But as of now, I don't have those ways, so I generate it slowly. Because I will need some Maho stored up so I can do those ways of getting Maho faster. Like I said, this is my favorite mod. I know it a bit. I also love these sea creatures. Aquaculture 2 is just a must when there's so much water everywhere. Actually, those might be from Untamed Wilds. That mod is cool as well. Comes with the burrows, though, which can be laggy. But they had a lot of interesting mods. My game hasn't been unplayably laggy. Maybe it affects recording quality a bit, but I mean, you see what I see. It's forest, not mushrooms. Please be more than 10 blocks wide. There's ice on that as well. All right, it's a cold biome. I'm not generally the fan of building in ice biomes, but blood teleport. There's another flashing arcwood. They're not that rare. Oh, it's on cooldown. It is a little loud, but I mean, I don't think it's too loud. I wish the music would play more often. Anyways, it's not exactly the ideal land because it's still very much ice. Can we center on me? Follow. There we go. Yeah, this is all the land we got. That's unfortunate. But I'm going to call it here because, well, it's been 50 minutes. Minecraft's back, baby. Happy October.